All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is how many days left now?
3 days to go.
3 days to go, and the picture is getting a lot clearer. Pakistan, by the way, they've already arrived in Melbourne. India is scheduled to arrive in Melbourne only tomorrow, by the way. So India will arrive in Melbourne tomorrow, and you will have every update, every visual, what exactly the Indian team is doing, what exactly the Pakistan team is doing ahead of this big clash between India and Pakistan on October 23. And also, there's one more thing that is keeping everybody on their toes, and that is
Rain.
that is rain.
Yes. And 75% to 90%, that's how it's varying every day.
Yes.
I had done a weather thing couple of days back on Melbourne. It was showing 65%. Today it's again increased to over 75%.
Yes. So, shortly, we'll be joined by Nikhil Naz and Vikrant Gupta live from Melbourne. So, you can also throw in your questions, what exactly you want to know about the weather in Melbourne, how the Indian team would be shaping up, and what could be the possible lineup for the Indian team. Remember, you have to subscribe to Sports Today because you'll get all the latest updates as and when they happen in Melbourne or in Australia, anywhere. Because we've got a good, nice, experienced crew in Melbourne, and they'll get us all the information. In fact, they've landed I think last night they landed. I was informed that the Eagles have landed.
Yes, the Eagles have landed, and already a lot of updates have come from Melbourne, and it's come on the sidelines of some very interesting comments. India, Pakistan, there has to be some backdrop to the real match, isn't it?
Exactly. You know,
happened in 2019, happened in 2021, now again in 2022.
Oh, what?
In 2019, just before the World Cup, there were calls for boycott because of what happened in February, the Pulwama attacks.
Pulwama attacks, yes.
And 2021 also, there was a similar call for a boycott relating to Indo-Pak diplomatic tensions. And now, because
I don't know, people may have their own views. Let the administrators take care of this, because remember, Pakistan last toured India, that was way back in 2012, 2013, almost 10 years ago. And then of course they did visit India for the 2011 World Cup, they did visit India for the 2016 World Cup, and I think they will again visit India for the
2023 ODI
World Cup. But let's get our focus back on the ODI, not ODI, but the T20 World Cup and that October 23 match. Remember, the World Cup, or you can say the main draw, is starting on 22nd, that is Saturday, between
Australia,
defending champions and hosts Australia and New Zealand. Today, I'm sure you've already seen that update that Siddharth gave you about that Group 1 of the qualifying Group 1, where Namibia is actually out, and at one stage it seemed, in fact not too long ago, if you would have asked me, I would have said that Namibia will go through to the main draw, Super 12s, as the top team, and possibly Sri Lanka will qualify as the second team, and that would mean that Sri Lanka will land up in our group, that is India, Bangladesh, South Africa and Pakistan. But now what has happened is
mini Asia Cup has been deadly.
On 27th of October, now it's going to be India versus Netherlands. So that's the update, and we are still waiting for the two gentlemen, Mr. Nikhil Naz and Vikrant Gupta, but as of now, anyways,
you have to give them the benefit of doubt. It's 10:45 in Melbourne, so they will join at a certain period of time. But look, Melbourne, it's like India and Pakistan are resuming battle there after 37 years.
Yes,
that World Championship of
India
cricket,
and
Pakistan at the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Okay, right.
World Championship of Cricket 1985.
In fact, twice India beat
Yes.
Pakistan there, and the first match, in fact, that India played in that champion of champions or World Championship of Cricket, that was against Pakistan. I think Roger Binney picked a 4-wicket haul or a 3-wicket haul in that match. Pakistan, by the way, were bundled out for 183. The exact same score that India had got in the 1983 World Cup final, and then India again met Pakistan in the final. There also, I think, in that game,
Lakshman Shivaramakrishnan also.
Kapil Dev and Lakshman. I think Lakshman Shivaramakrishnan got a couple of wickets or 3 wickets.
Javed Miandad cotton bowled.
Yes,
I think.
and Kapil Dev picked a 3 or a 4-wicket haul, and they were, I think, sent packing for 175 odd runs, and Ravi Shastri was unbeaten with a half century. Krishnamachari Shrikant also got some runs, and I think the Eagles are here.
Yep.
They are looking.
Yep. The same shade of orange.
Same shade of orange. So yes, as you said, 35 years it's been since India and Pakistan played in Melbourne, and the last 2 times that India played Pakistan at this venue, India were the winners.
Absolutely.
We'll see. We'll wait and see if this time history will repeat itself, or India will be third time.
Should repeat itself.
Or will Pakistan be third time lucky?
Because
okay, do we have Shivam? Do we have both the gentlemen?
no, only one. One eagle has come.
One eagle is there. I'm waiting for the other eagle.
Yeah.
Yes.
The orange eagle is here.
Broom. Nikhil, you've.
The other eagle is checking is gone down from the spaceship, checking the surface of the moon. If it's
Achha,
Buzz Aldrin was the second.
you know, I already knew the caption, because in the morning when I was going to drop him, and by the way, don't blame me if because he was late. Don't blame me for that. So he had already told me, जाते ही photo डालनी है, caption होगा, eagle has landed. See this.
When I was putting that, I said, "यार, आपने भी ये डाला?" He said, मैंने राहुल से पूछा, मैंने पहले ही बता दिया था, उसी टाइम बता दिया था, तो you cannot say.
By the way,
there were 2 eagles.
There were actually 3.
I mean, reinforces
Actually, there were 3, by the way.
the point that
Where is Himanshu?
Himanshu is here. Rahul.
That's what I'm saying.
Himanshu is the third one. He's the driver of the.
Yeah, driver of the bus. Spaceship.
So Himanshu is the third astronaut. Nikhil. You can
Buzz
go down.
Aldrin.
You can go down and see the moon is flying.
You're the first man to step on.
You were the first one?
One small step.
First eagle.
First eagle.
Oh.
And second eagle.
So,
one small step.
But give them the context now. Everyone
okay. Yeah, so I would like to promote the Instagram handles of both the eagles. Why I'm calling them eagles is because the moment they landed in Melbourne late last night, both of them put out pictures on their respective Instagram handles. Nikhil Naz is of course Nikhil Naz, and Vikrant Gupta is Vikrant.Gupta73. Am I right?
You are absolutely.
So and the captions for both the pictures were the eagle has landed. So context is that in 1969, 69, Neil Armstrong, the first man to step a foot.
Apollo 11 was it?
Apollo 13, I think. So that was the first few words that Neil Armstrong had mentioned the moment he stepped onto the surface of the moon.
No. When the
Spaceship. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, when it just touched down, he didn't step out.
Yes.
Houston said the
eagle has landed.
Eagle has landed.
His words were different.
He said,
one small step by a
giant step for
giant
mankind.
Mankind. See, we are not. We actually know a bit of history. Acha,
Do you know आँख मछली की थी?
that is mythology, by the way. That is mythology. You've had. Why are you people looking so fresh? It must be. What time is it?
11:40.
Well, it's
Yes.
11:40.
Yes.
I'm having my
So am I.
You know,
So
actually- Actually-
gracious of all of us. All of us.
It's very cold out there. To be honest, it's been a long journey. I've been to Australia many times, but I think this somehow seems to be the most difficult in terms of logistics, because it was one flight. I mean, otherwise we would take a transit, go to Singapore, and then come. So the maximum we would fly would be 8 hours, 8.5 hours. This was a 13-hour flight. And then when we landed in the morning around 6 o'clock, we were out. And you know how strict the rules here are. So we were out of the airport by say about 8:30 and nowhere to go. So we had that story right in front of us outside the airport. Then we came to the hotel, and even though we were very, very tired, so we were told by the hotel guys that we cannot check in before 2 p.m.
But you were prepared for that.
5 hours to kill. Somehow they let us in by 1, and we just dozed off for about 12:30. 12:30 we were in, and 2 hours we didn't know what was happening. Just somebody was sleeping on the sofa here and there, and then we went to the ground. A familiar sight, Rahul, you've been to the MCG before. You know about this
He's
ground.
been to Rod Laver also. Rod Laver.
Yeah, because a bridge connects both the Melbourne Park and MCG, so it's
It's a sporting city. Melbourne
Absolutely.
is a sporting city, and especially this part of the city. See, yeah.
Can you just get rid of these curtains for a while?
This is the CBD.
Central Business District.
Yes.
Station.
Casino.
Okay, casino. Is there a casino here?
Okay. So have a look at. Yes.
There it is.
That is.
This is the CBD area.
Okay.
Federation Square and
Yes.
everything.
It must
Right
be.
outside.
There must
this
be.
side. See, this side is MC. So we are just about. You could say 200 meters. 200 meters. 200 meters. Yeah. Just 200 meters from the MC. That should be up.
Nice.
Lovely.
So, Pakistan team has arrived today, right?
Yes.
So have the Indians.
So have the Indians. Oh, I thought they were arriving tomorrow.
They've got practice at 10:45 tomorrow morning.
So you've got a nice, good
Mrs.
apartment.
Bhavi Pandya was on the same flight.
Yes. Mrs. Pandya was on a.
Okay,
Of course, we were catching
Mrs. Pandya.
First class. Yes, Mrs. Pandya. Yes, Mrs.
Not
Pandya.
okay. They were not together. Together, as in they didn't travel together.
No.
Right, Delhi. Melbourne. Hardik was already here.
That's what I was wondering.
Brisbane.
Oh, and Junior Pandya.
On the flight,
Was with her.
very naughty.
Very naughty. He was running around the airport. We saw him.
Did he recognize you?
Us?
When he reaches the age where he starts watching sports today and sports stuff, that's the day he will recognize us.
If the channels are doomed at this place.
Will he be watching? Because kids are not allowed screen time. Na?
Acha, Pradeep Prasanna from Canada says hi to you people.
We met so many. I'll tell you one story. We met few people as we often meet. You know, people getting selfie with Vikrant and was saying, "I watch sports stuff." There's one very interesting guy we met. His name was
Saurabh Singh.
No.
Saurabh Singh.
Saurabh Singh, we met here in Delhi.
No, Saurabh Singh. There's another Saurabh Singh in Melbourne who's actually from Bihar, India.
And stays in Hyderabad. No, there's an interesting story that I was telling you. We met a and we were about to start our AajTak 82 show. He came, we were about to start, and you know what he said? Sir,
No, we had just done
we had
sports.
finished with
We had
sports today.
finished with sports today.
Correct.
About to start
Just about to start
And then we
82.
quit it
And
eventually.
then we did.
Eventually.
So he came and told
So
us
he
came and told us that you know what, I knew you guys will be here. I was some 20 minutes away and I saw Sports Tuck live. Then I calculated that now they're doing Sports Tuck. After this they will do sports today. And by the time we finish sports today, I will reach. And that's exactly what happened. He saw a sports today, a Sports Tuck live from MCG, wherever he was. He packed his phone, left. 20 minutes later he was there, and by the time we had finished sports today, so he had said, I saw the 10 minutes Sports Tuck, and I saw the 10 minutes sports today. As soon as I finished, I was here.
He knew that
We'll start.
Nice, very nice.
Very nice.
In fact, you'll be flooded with such people in Melbourne.
By the way, I forgot. He said, say hi to Siri.
Oh,
Siddharth. He said that specifically. I forgot.
hi. Thank you,
Siddharth has a
sir.
huge fan following in.
And he said he loved that quiz that we did. He said 2 sips and shake. He said you guys should do more of that. So,
Yep.
young guy from India.
Acha, how's the weather forecast? Because what we've been hearing and following on these weather apps, it looks very unlikely that we'll get a full 40 over game.
Yeah. So apparently, about a week ago, it was predicted that on 23rd October, there's a 100% chance of rain. That apparently has gone down to 80 few days ago, and now to about 70%. So the chances are coming down. There is light rain in the morning. I'm saying as of today, that forecast might change as we lead up to this. There's light rain in the morning, and then there is a heavy shower later in the evening. But some are hopeful that maybe because the drainage here is outstanding, that if there is a gap of about 2-3 hours in the middle between rain and things can clear up, then you can have a game. So fingers crossed. You can't say anything. As I said, drainage is so amazing that even after if it rains early morning, light rain through the day, but if it stops, all it takes about is an hour or 2 hours for the ground to dry up, and you can have a start.
The rain's got to stop basically. No, I mean, hypothetically, you've got many hours to go. I think you've got some 68 hours to go for the game, or 66 hours to go for the game. And it is not raining now as we speak.
Bright day today.
Yeah, it was a bright day. It was cold. It was chilly, but there were no clouds. Let me look at the latest. And the good thing about the weather report that we will give you is the fact that we are just 200 meters away from the MCG. And there are bifurcations and there are classifications while you look at the city's weather. Now, the specific area that we are in, this one now says that tomorrow 5 o'clock in the evening, local time, which will be about 11:30 India time in the morning, it is expected to start with the drizzle. And it'll be a very light drizzle. It'll go on till late at night. And tomorrow is Friday, by the way. As you go towards the night, the rain will build up. Saturday is 70% rain. 20 degrees is the higher side, and 14 is the minimum. On Sunday, thankfully, the percentage has come down. So it is 40% right now as we speak.
It was 100% a week ago.
Yeah. So 40% could actually mean that there are scattered showers, but maybe while the match is on, it doesn't really disturb the game. But it is going to be very cold. It's going to be 19 degrees maximum on Sunday, and 13 is the minimum, which means that it's going to be cold, it's going to be windy, and the conditions may actually be altered in terms of T20s.
He has actually not got enough warm clothes. This jacket, this light training kind of jacket is not sufficient. It's so cold today.
I have to shell out some dollars tomorrow.
He's already, as you saw in the vlog, he was buying some expensive brand.
But I was buying a t-shirt. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I gifted him.
No.
Very
I didn't. I went to a very sadharan middle class shop and bought very middle class.
What was that?
There are no sadharan shops
No,
there.
I went to a very normal, regular, everyday type of place. Not to these branded stores that we went to.
Ralph Lauren, Boss, Hugo Boss. हाँ?
Exactly. Nailed it.
है ना?
Nailed it.
अरे निखिल ये भी ले लेते हैं, अरे यार ये भी ले लेते हैं, अरे ये भी ले लेते हैं, ये भी ले लेते हैं.
नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं हुआ था. In fact, Nikhil had given me his card, and he said I picked up the stuff that I needed. Then he said कि ये T-shirt कितनी अच्छी लग रही है, the pink T-shirt.
Yes.
He said
That
ये
was
please
very-
more.
actually very
He said इसको आप ले लो. मैंने ले लिया. And थोड़ी देर बाद, and it's on the video. He says you must buy a blue T-shirt because
I
looking for India. So I bought two. Yeah.
You must have picked up something blue, then somebody would have said अब ये टी-शर्ट ले ली, इसके साथ नीचे ट्राउजर भी तो लेना पड़ेगा, फिर ट्राउजर ले ले, अब शूज भी.
We tried jeans. He told me to buy jeans, yeah, but unfortunately, the kind of weight that those jeans were not fitting me in.
No, the guy said you take a bigger size, but he said no, my size will reduce, and what am I going to do with that size? I will not take a.
Lots of green teas, huh?
No, intermittent fasting we've started.
The one thing that I love about Nikhil, and even I told Himanshu also, you know, before leaving, he was telling Himanshu intermittent करना, वहाँ यार ये करना वो करना. I said, Himanshu, don't get into all these things. Do whatever you want to do, and thankfully Nikhil is there with you. He will ensure that he is not going to.
By the way, he's the one. He's the one. He's the one who said.
I wanted to, क्या बोलते हैं, दिल रखने के लिए. So I said, कल से intermittent. I said, we will do intermittent. But no, I love my food. There is no chance I can.
Because
And also 12 years younger to me, so he's got better metabolism.
More than 12.
then
About 16 years younger to me.
16.
and Himanshu must be 26 years younger.
He's a spring chicken.
You know, huh? Sorry,
Nothing.
I didn't.
Nothing. You have to go to the airport also, yeah. By the way.
Vegetarian. He has to go to the airport.
At 1:30 at night.
Oh.
I have a side this thing. I don't know if
Business. Business.
I can say it as a business or not. But I have this thing. You know, I have a cab service also. But that is only limited and restricted to the airport.
On pairs. It's a free service. Can we talk cricket? Can we talk cricket?
They were doing SWOT analysis of India today, I believe. Is that what you guys are doing?
The channel on India, the team today.
Indian team. It's okay. You can give your what is the strength of this Indian team? Quickly we'll do strength, weakness. One word answer. What is the strength of this team?
The strength is that they know what combination they're playing.
Weakness.
Bowling. In these conditions, especially, I think Pakistan in these conditions may actually have the best bowling lineup in this entire World Cup and the most effective.
No, but their weakness, India's weakness, you have to say. Not
So that's what I'm saying. India's weakness is
India's bowling. Okay. Opportunity. SWOT ka O is for
opportunity is for the first three to get runs on the board, because if India doesn't lose wickets early with the new ball, then Pakistan will be under pressure. If you challenge Pakistan with the temperament that you have, and if you're not able to let Pakistan bowl the way that they would want to, they may or may not have a plan B. They may or may not
It's
have
a rain-curtailed match.
See, rain-curtailed match, Rahul, nobody would want. Not Rohit Sharma, not Babar Azam, not Nikhil Naz, not Vikrant Gupta, and not
These
even
guys will want.
Kamran Akmal. No, they won't. They won't. It's not an IPL game. See, rain-curtailed would be. No, rain-curtailed.
Actually, rain-curtailed is a problem because your show gets pushed later and later. Though this is daytime.
No, but I think
night
that'd be a lottery. Nobody wants a lottery. I mean, there are situations in life when you, rather than looking to maximize your profit, just look at minimizing your losses. And if it's raining, it's raining. Split the points, go home. That's all. 6 overs, 5 overs. What if you lose in a 5-over game? It's just a matter of chance. The best team doesn't necessarily win a rain-curtailed game. So that's what I think India will be wary of.
Look, if it's a rain-curtailed game, then I think it's advantage India. Primarily because, yeah,
Why?
their batting is better.
How?
No, India's batting is better.
How?
KL can fire. I know KL has not fired in the 2 games against Pakistan.
So you're saying if
No, Indian batting is better.
he's used the word.
But how is Indian batting better?
So how is KL better than, let's say, Rizwan?
Strike rate? Better strike rate?
No, I don't think when you play a 5-over
Rizwan
game
is
or a
126.
6-over game, you look at the strike rate. So what would be your batting order if, let's say, it's a 6-over game? India's batting order.
Rohit, Surya, Hardik, Virat. That'll be my top 4.
That's your batting order.
Yes.
Rohit, Surya, Hardik, Virat.
Yes.
And you said Rahul is.
If it's in a
better
full
player.
game, but
No, I'm talking about
rain-curtailed, it is Surya, Rohit, that will be my top 3 in a rain-curtailed game. And DK,
Not Dinesh Karthik.
DK.
Yeah, Dinesh Karthik. I was just.
You think the combination can actually change depending on the weather? Because, you know, you might just want to have somebody like Rishabh Pant if.
Don't think Pant is starting.
But Rishabh Pant in place of.
Today, definitely in a 20-over game, DK is ahead. But I'm just wondering, can they actually change the combination? Maybe, you know, you may not need those many batters in the 11. Maybe you want to strengthen your bowling just in case.
Again, if it's a 5-over aside game, each bowler would be bowling 1 over.
Then
You would need 5 bowlers.
Yeah, but
If you've
batting
got a
doesn't
6th
change.
one, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Batting doesn't change. You could do. I don't know. Maybe just drop a spinner and get a fast bowler just for 1 over because you're considering all of it being just like the death overs.
and
Assuming
But I
everything
somehow
is
think that
and all
on this ground, the bigger ground, MCG, I think.
point.
And again, if it is very wet, then you may not want the second spinner to play. But Akshar Patel on such wickets can be very dangerous with the ball coming in.
But
And usually can take wickets.
then you may not need an Akshar because you go with Akshar only at 7 batting. But if it's only 6 overs, you don't need 7
He
batting.
might, yeah, if you would need 5 bowlers,
Yeah,
1 each.
plus Hardik.
exactly.
So I was just
In
wondering,
case you-
in case it's a rain-curtailed match, say 7 overs aside or 8 overs aside, will there be temptation to play Ashwin over UZCHL? I'm just wondering.
No.
No.
No, you could then play Ashwin over Akshar. I'm saying because then see
You don't
Akshar.
need his batting.
Why does Akshar gets the edge because of his batting, but 7 overs you will not get to number 7. Then I don't think you need to make that change. In fact, then you can just go with out and out, and then Hardik will definitely bowl in over. And then you have Hardik. You take 3 fast bowlers. That actually is you don't even need an extra batsman because in 7 overs, how many batsmen are you going to run through? I don't know. Maybe then play an extra batsman and just have 5 bowlers, including Hardik as one of those bowlers. So Hardik, 3 fast bowlers and 1 spinner. You could do that.
So there's this coffee history, gentleman by the name of coffee history is saying, Vikrant bhai, आप इतना परेशान क्यों लग रहे हैं?
मैं परेशान लग रहा हूँ.
Oh, MyGate app is approving entry.
Zomato, Swiggy,
Amazon.
the plumber wants to come. My chhat has fallen down.
अरे, a lot of sweets have come actually to office on your name.
Diwali gift.
Diwali
Hey,
gifts.
please यार, enjoy करो.
नहीं, वो you don't have to say that. All that has been taken care of.
But save some for Sunday night as well.
Yes, India's victory.
Acha, before we wrap up, just a few questions because a lot of questions have been, we've been flooded with so many questions. Shivam, can you just blow up and slow it down a bit?
How many people are watching this live?
I'll need your phone.
Okay, can you just blow it up? Zoom in.
Zoom.
Not blow it up. Not
Zoom.
Yeah, it will take time. I think it will take time.
Okay.
Yeah. Arey.
This makes a difference.
How good is MCG drainage? Davis cricket, India should not go. There's a big difference between Indian Oz go to Park versus in going to. I think the drainage system all over Australia is pretty good. Stop.
What? Zoom.
Zoom.
Okay. So can you stop somewhere?
Stop.
I can't read that fast, no? Yeah. So I saw the live weather forecast from satellite view. The rainy clouds are still far away from Melbourne. That is G's OP. I don't know if YSJ boy, one of our regular viewers, he's asking you both. Is there? Oh, okay, yes. Even I wanted to ask you this question, both of you. How's the excitement? Because I'll be very honest. It's a World Cup game, India versus Pakistan to start with. Of course, they will have Australia versus New Zealand a day before. But still, how's the excitement? Because I think maybe because of the festivities around, because of Diwali, I'm missing that excitement a bit here, at least. How's the excitement there?
There is excitement here. I'll tell you, it's very rare. We got off the airport to see the branding of the World Cup, everything. We see everywhere we are going, we're meeting fans. Oh, we're going to be watching the game. We met a Pakistani brother, sister at the airport. They are watching the game. Today we were at the MCG shooting some promo lines and everything. We met many people who've just come to watch the game. We met a gentleman who said, I have just come to see Virat Kohli bat. We met a few other...
There's a couple who's come from Toronto, yeah.
Toronto, yeah. That gentleman said... Then lots of other people, they've all come to watch. We met a lot of locals, Indian, Pakistani, including our driver who got us here. Then a few guys who were cycling, as the guy I told you stuff. Everyone is watching. I've already started getting calls for tickets, for passes. I have a lot of personal friends who've flown in. I have a friend, she's flown in from Singapore to just watch the game. Then with her entire family, husband, kids, everyone. Then I have a few local friends here in Melbourne. They've all got tickets for the game. I saw a lot of, by the way, we were in the flight, and that flight wasn't just like Indian parents coming to meet their kids or anything. There were actually a lot of people who were coming to watch cricket. One of them is a very familiar name on SportsTak, Mr. Nitin Khanna. He was also there.
And Nitin Khanna is here. He's going to be on SportsTak Sports Today. And there's another well-known SportsTak Sports Today name who's joining us tomorrow, and his name is no from Mumbai,
Calcutta,
Mumbai. Chandresh Narayan is coming tomorrow.
He told me he's going to be there for a couple of days. I think he's got a jackpot or something. He's hit some there in Melbourne.
For that same thing, you met those guys wearing the t-shirt.
A few more eagles are going to arrive tomorrow.
Apollo 14?
Sorry?
Apollo 15?
Maybe Apollo 14, 15, 17.
Yes, which one was it that went and circled around moon and came back, couldn't touch down because of the power issues?
I can't recollect straight from the top of my head. I can't recollect.
I think this was
the Apollo 11 mission.
Chetan.
No, yaar. 11 was supposed to not go down.
Yeah.
But this one, Tom Hanks starred in that movie.
Yes. I think that was Apollo 13, no?
Apollo 13, I think, was the
one that landed.
So Chetan basically was waiting for you people in Brisbane and you people. So hopefully I think he'll...
That must have been Apollo 12, nah? That went before 13. That was the one, that Tom Hanks movie, nah?
So Apollo 13
that was Apollo.
Can you slow it down?
13 was the one
or
which
just stop it
had
somewhere.
power issues and
Yes, Tom Hanks.
Sorry? Apollo 13
was the one.
So I was, I told you, no?
Power shoot.
I don't, you
so
don't...
11 I think was
Yes, 11 was the one that landed.
the real one. Siddharth, for a change, you were wrong, mate.
What do you think of Shaheen's deadly toe-crushing Yorker against Gurbaz?
Alavi Malik.
Malik is
Yeah, they just have to be ready for it because Rohit got out to a Yorker. Rahul got out to a good in-swinging delivery. I think the Indian batsmen just have to be ready for it. Simple. Yeah, but he was bowling in good rhythm.
I think you guys have a lot of work to do tomorrow. So,
Our eyes are closing.
yeah.
It is, what time is it? 12:10.
King Suite.
Yeah.
We should
We've taken 3 floors.
Penthouse.
Nikhil was wanting to take down the entire hotel. I said, yeah, chalo, 2 floors hi le lo.
But why didn't you people stay in the team hotel?
we would need 2 rooms for that. And more than that, you would not get like balconies and all. They're all enclosed. We have a lot of recording where we need balconies and stuff like that.
I think the Zoom connection is also going to get over soon. So, we'll let you people go.
Yeah.
Anyways, good night. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
So that was Sports Today live from Melbourne, giving you all the updates. How's the weather?
200 meters from the MCG.
Exactly, just 200 meters from the G.
From the G, yes.
From the G, and there'll be lots and lots of information flowing in, of course, from Melbourne, and we'll keep you posted. For that, you need to subscribe to Sports Today. Please press the bell icon so that whenever we are live, whenever we are putting out any video or an information, you are the first few people who get to know about it. For the time being, goodbye from here.
Yep. But the excitement is just building up.
Yes.
So thank you. Bye-bye. Vanakkam.